Good evening, folks, and welcome to hashtag Jackson, Mississippi Matters with Live with Les. We're just going to give it a minute here to build up a few more audience and let them come on in. Y'all just kick back and take it easy. Everybody hear me? Good evening, folks. Uh, Tonight we're here at campaign headquarters with some of my staff members in the background, um, getting ready and preparing for the upcoming election. Not that much time left, 2 weeks from yesterday. Tonight we're going to be discussing potholes, which is I'm sure everybody's very familiar with, and especially if you live in the city of Jackson or you ever travel to Jackson. But first, I want to send out my condolences to the Victor Mason family. Me and Victor had a long-time relationship all the way back from the early '80s when I'd come on in Jackson Police Department around 1980, and I think he came on around '82, '83, somewhere in that time frame. Anyway, but we just want to extend our condolences to his family. Um, so we're just going to let the numbers build just a little bit more, and then we'll be talking about the infamous potholes of Jackson, Mississippi. Give me a drink of water. This is something a lot of folks in South Jackson didn't get tonight unless they're buying it. They're having to pay two water bills to the city of Jackson and to Kroger's, Walmart, and unfortunately, a lot of folks having a hard time making ends meet anyway, especially without the extra burden. But that's a whole new story for a whole new day. Some more shootings in the last couple of days, but we'll be discussing crime coming up in the following weeks, and we're gonna wrap it up with crime since that's such a big issue. It's a major issue plaguing our city. On most of these topics, I'll be trying to have guests on who are well versed and can also, help answer maybe some questions. I said first we're going to do potholes. Our next topic is probably going to be the water woes in Jackson, Mississippi, which, like I say, once again, South Jackson is suffering tremendously. This is 2021, people. Why are people been getting water and delivering water for hundreds of years? How often, besides Flint, Michigan, do you ever hear of the problems that we're having right here in Jackson, Mississippi? People can't get good, clean drinking water. And again, that's another topic for another day. So we'll give it just a few more seconds, a few more minutes, and we'll get right into the meat of the matter. Good evening, Anthony. Y'all getting signs put up? Yeah, Miss Mary, I can be on time every now and then. Hey, James. Glad you attending the show. Like I said, most of these people you see behind me are part of my staff. They been working really hard try to get this done. It's just it goes to show what my platform is all about, and that's unity and diversity. You know, we need to. Okay, James, private message me your address, or go to my website www.tannehillformayor.com and fill out the get involved, and we'll get you a sign out there. Get in your yard. Appreciate your support. Need everybody be sharing this with their friends, tagging folks. You know, let's get it out there so we get ready to get into the hot topics like water and crime, that we'll have a big listening audience. We're going to have to do this, folks. We're going to have to make some change, and change is going to depend on us. It's going to depend on how many folks are helping me get the word out, reaching all the public in Jackson, sharing, tagging your friends. Let's get this done. Thanks, Dewey. Glad you're on the show with us tonight. All right, folks, we'll go ahead and start talking about potholes. In case you're not familiar with the Jackson potholes, they range from anywhere from quarter size to crater size. And usually they start out quarter size, but with neglect of attention, they end up crater size. You know, this is brought on by several things. Just the eventual neglect of the roadways, when they're doing busted water pipes under the roadways that continue to cause the ground to shift. You know, I know it was a few years back, they paved the road in front of my house. Before they paved it, it was just like a roller coaster. There were several cars thrown off the road into yards right around my house. And it was terrible. 6 months after they paved the road, guess what? The road was like a roller coaster again. I have talked with a road contractor here in town that has laid asphalt. And they say that they tell the city officials that there's a water pipe leak under the pavement before they pave it. And if they pave it 6 months later, it's going to be back the same again. So they tell them to pave it anyway. So they pave over the road. It's already messed up. It has a broken water line up under it. And 6 months later, it's back in the same condition again. Folks, will somebody please tell me the reason behind why we want to double the money to fix a road and 6 months later be back like it was? I don't know. You know, I'm not a mathematician, but to me, that just feels like a waste of money. And each time somebody tears up a tire or front end, it costs the city. People attempt to get their money out of the city. So tell me the math there, folks. It costs more money to fix front ends than it does to patch a pothole. So why not patch the pothole to save citizens the trouble of getting the cars? We work hard for our money. You know, we can't afford to be buying busted tires, replacing front ends under these cars, causing accidents. There's places on Capitol Street you have to stop if an oncoming lane of traffic is coming. Get over the oncoming lane of traffic to get around the potholes are so big. This is, you know, I've been to a lot of cities in the United States, and this is just unconscionable. We shouldn't have to have roads like this. We put our life in danger in driving, especially at night when you can't see the potholes. So, you know, we've got to do better, folks. You know, that leads me up to another topic we're going to be talking about, and I'm sure everybody's wondering about, and that is, where's the money? Jackson, Mississippi has got money, but all of this administration seems to be the only one that knows where it's at. They're not telling us. I don't know where it's at. You know where it's at? So we're hoping to answer that question. But like I said, we can make change. I know so many people were disillusioned after the primaries that the current administration to get beat. So we folks, we got to get out and vote. Approximately 18,000 voters was all voted in the primary election. So we can do this. There was 40,000 voters that voted in 2017 when this administration went in. He received almost 20,000 votes. So I'm telling you, folks, don't be disillusioned. This isn't over with yet. We still got a whole new general election to go. And we can make change in Jackson, Mississippi, and we can turn things around if you just get out and vote on June the He only got 13,773 votes. That's not good votes, many votes for a popular mayor. Uh, so there's still an awful lot of voters out there that didn't vote. We're being told because there wasn't nobody in the mayor's race they wanted to vote for. So you have an alternative coming up this June the 8th. And that's why I ask you to check my credentials. Take the time to research all the candidates. Go to my website, www.tannehillformayor.com, and look at my many years of experience. Look at the plans I have for the city. Uh, you know, I have leadership skills that have been tested time and time again, and every time have withstood the test of time. Malcolm McMillan once said of me that I was like a pit bull. This is an article in the Clarion Ledger. That once I get a bite on something, I don't turn loose. I've always fought for the city of Jackson and people of Hinds County with tenacity ever since I've been in law enforcement my entire career, and I will never stop doing that. I will fight for this city, for every citizen. I will hear every citizen's voice. We will bring about change to the city of Jackson, but I can't do it by myself, people. I've got expertise in the field of law enforcement. I've laid water pipe before. I've helped install sewer systems, septic systems. So, I know I have a little bit of common knowledge about everything, but one thing I don't believe in is playing politics. I will not operate off the buddy system, having buddies put in places or family put in places just because I want to give them a job. The people I will surround myself with will be the very best in their fields and who can advise me on the best way to serve the citizens of Jackson, Mississippi. During my 30-year career with in law enforcement, I worked 10 years for JPD and a total of 16, 17 years with Malcolm McMillan, as well as working with J.D. McAdory back in 78, 79, where I first started my law enforcement career. 10 Officer of the Year awards, 61 written commendations. Worked task force, the ATF, FBI, U.S. Marshals, a wealth of law enforcement organizations that we need to form partnerships with to come into the city to help us bring crime under control. They're willing to help, good people. They don't want to come in and take the city by siege or by force. They just want to work to make sure that all law-abiding citizens are kept safe. But they feel safe in their home. It's just shouldn't be where people live in fear in their own houses. So, like I said, we'll go into that in more depth in the upcoming crime segment that we'll be doing. We'll keep you advised on a daily basis when our next live show will be. We may pop in sometimes out in the community. We'll be doing these posts from different locations in the city. What I want to tell, we're having a meet and greet coming up this coming Sunday. It'll be at 1071 Buckley Drive in Jackson, Mississippi. That's off Meadowbrook. That's 1071 Buckley Drive off Meadowbrook. That'll be hosted by Miss Jewel and Mr. Scott Thurber at their residence in the front yard. We need everybody to come. Bring your friends with you. We'll find someplace to put you. We need the support. I want to hear your questions, and don't go easy on me. Ask me the hard questions. We've challenged and every candidate to a debate. People need to hear from the candidates. We've made it public today on our interview on Channel 12. The people need a debate. I'm willing. I'm just need somebody to put it on the other candidates to respond and to reply. All we can do is challenge. We are ready and willing for a debate. So, folks, I can't say it any louder and clearer. We need change in Jackson, Mississippi. We need change bad. It's a shame when people from other states come here, like the recent Facebook video, and the guy praising our people, talking about what a great people we have in Mississippi, some of the friendliest people he's ever seen. But the potholes like knock the whole front end of his car out. I've got pictures of potholes that swallowed up the whole front end of a car. That's dangerous. What if a kid on a bicycle rides by that pothole and falls in? You fix it while it's a quarter size, not a crater size. So You know, we've got to do better. We've got to make Jackson, Mississippi look attractive to tourist visitors. So we're attracting tourists and visitors back to Jackson, Mississippi. We've got to have that much needed change. So people, hold on a minute, okay. So we can do better, but it's up to us. We can either sit back on June the 8th and say, okay, well, it's no need me voting. Things aren't getting no better. I'm telling you, people, it's not too late. The race isn't over with. The current administration hadn't won again, but the last 4 years have been the most darkest in the city of the history of recent history of Jackson. We can't afford another 4 years like the last 4. So sitting back on and saying, hey, there's no need, nothing's going to change in Jackson. We can't, you know, our vote's not going to count. Well, you're wrong. Each and every vote is going to count in this election. We can do this. We can pull this off. We can bring significant change to Jackson, Mississippi. We just need you people to get out and vote, speak your voices, and be heard. So this is it for tonight's show. I'll be posting when the next event will be, and we'll be talking about the water woes in Jackson, Mississippi. So for each of you that joined in, thank you very much, and look forward to seeing and hearing from you soon. Have a good evening.
Pretty good. That was pretty good.
Hello, Jackson, Mississippi. My name is Les Tannehill. I'm running to be your next mayor of the city of Jackson. Are you tired of the broken promises, the deception, the lies, not getting what your tax dollars are paying for? Well, I'm here to change all that, Jackson. I'm always be honest, open, transparent, and accountable to you. I bring to the table with me 30 years of past law enforcement experience and working in government entities. As your mayor, I'll return safe streets back to the city of Jackson by working with other law enforcement agencies in the area. I will also bring clean water back to the city of Jackson. Clean water is a basic necessity that we're all entitled to. No lies, no cover-ups. I will always follow the guidelines of the EPA. I will work with all federal, state, and local officials to obtain funds so our roads can be returned once again to a safe driving condition. My name is Les Tannehill, and I'll always hold myself accountable to the citizens of Jackson, Mississippi, and to God. To learn more about me, go to my website, www.tannehillformayor.com. On June the 8th, vote Les Tannehill for mayor of the city of Jackson.
So what if you want to come?
They just see this lady is lonely. I don't understand how people can see lonely.